Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and it's time for November favorites. This is a video where I get to share with you all the skincare and beauty products that have made a big impression on me this month. And what a month it's been, right? I mean, there's been ups, there's been downs, there's been in-betweens, and yeah, it's been super interesting. I think we can just leave it at that, really. But I've got some great skincare goodies for you, some real hero products, especially with the changing weather here, going from the fall temperatures into that early winter temperature, and definitely, you know, some dry skin favorites. And then I also have some hair care for you guys as well. Again, this month I've been playing around with lots of different hair care products. Plus, I have a miss, a product that did not make a very good impression on me this month. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you guys are so ready to start the video, give it a big thumbs up and let's get started. Let's start off with the Pyongyang Black Tea Time Reverse Eye Cream. I've been using this eye cream for about a month and a half now. I did get this in the Yes Style Advent Calendar, and I also just featured it in my Style Vana video from November. So I've definitely been enjoying this one. And I think what I really like about it is it's got a lot of the ingredients that I really like to find in my eye creams. You know, I do like a nice creamy moisturizing base, and this has macadamia seed oil. It's got shea butter, a little bit of beeswax in it, and it also has niacinamide. This also clearly has fermented black tea in it, right? It's in the name, but it also contains peptides. I love a good peptide in an eye cream. I have seen, with the right peptides, right, I have seen really good results when they are included in eye creams. And the two that are in here are really the ones I like to see. You know, copper tripeptide 1, I always talk about it as really the gold standard when it comes to anti-aging peptides. I think we just equate the word peptide and anti-aging as like meaning the same thing, right? Peptides are for anti-aging. And that's just not exactly true. Not all peptides bring anti-aging benefits, but this particular one does. It's really the best one. It does stimulate collagen production, which helps to fight fine lines and wrinkles. It's also a skin repairing peptide as well, and it's a very anti-inflammation type of peptide. So really good all around. And then we have acetohexapeptide 8, the Botox peptide. This is the peptide that can help bring a nice firm and lifted appearance to the skin. This is a very nourishing eye cream, especially based off of those ingredients. You can tell this is going to be very nourishing and moisturizing, and it is. You know, you get it out of the tube and it looks quite thick and buttery. But there is something really special about this texture, because as you spread it across your skin, it's almost like it melts into your skin. It really does moisturize and condition the eye area, but it actually does not have like an overly rich or greasy finish to it. It's got really good moisturization. It's got a really nice protective feel to it, but it's not too thick, it's not too heavy, and it's definitely not greasy. And so it's just been kind of like the right choice just in texture and moisturization. But of course, you know, I really use eye creams for two reasons. Number one, preventative reasons, and ingredients wise, you know, we've got the copper tripeptide in here that has some nice collagen stimulating abilities. And for me, that's really what I seek for in like a preventative, well-aging type of product. But I also look for immediate results too. You know, I want to keep that eye area looking really nice and fresh and awake and well rested, even when it's not. And it's not. Oh my God, I've had so many struggles with my sleep lately. I'm going through a really bad period of insomnia. But I mean, her flip, like I really don't feel like I look like I'm going through a really bad period of insomnia. And part of that is really, you know, getting those right ingredients that really refresh and perk up the eye area and keep it nice and bright. Getting something like that into your routine can take you a long way. The eye area, the tiredness, the haggard look, the dark circles, that's all, a lot of that is all very genetic, right? So I can't promise you anything, but this just personally seems to be working really well for me to keep my eye area maintained, to keep it looking nice and fresh, and keeping it really nicely moisturized. And a quick shout out to another Pyunkang product that I just love and I have just not stopped reaching for all month long. This, I'm not going to spend too much time on it because this was actually an August favorite. You love how I repeat products, right? This is the Pyunkang Ado Cream Blue Label. You probably knew that this was coming up. This has been my main squeeze moisturizer all month long. I've been loving it so much. It's just, you know, it actually shares a lot of the similar ingredients as the eye cream for like the base, that moisturizing, nourishing base. It's actually quite similar. And I just love the texture of this. I've been saying this a lot. It's creamy, it's dreamy, but it really is. It's got a nice emolliency to it. There's a little touch of richness to this one that I am just so, like, my skin is so craving at this time. When I used this back in August, and I did include it in my favorites then, I said, you know, I'm really liking it as a night cream, but it does leave me just a whisper of shine on my skin. Not anymore. Skin has turned a little bit more on the dry side, and now it's absolutely perfect. You know, as creamy and dreamy as it is, it's more of a medium weight cream. It's got a really good occlusivity to it that's not super thick and it's not super heavy. It's still a very breathable cream, but that right kind of lock it down occlusivity to fight my dehydration with just that right amount of nourishment and emolliency to really condition and soften and moisturize my like skin that is so craving moisturization. And so, like I said, like this has really just been the only moisturizer morning and night that I've been reaching for, and my skin really is just adoring it. This is starting to feel a little bit like my greatest hits, but I do want to feature this month the Tiam Vita B5 Toner. You know, I absolutely was obsessed with this like all last year. I was like raving about it left and right. I absolutely love this. Absolutely nothing has changed about that. But I will tell you, I actually have not had this toner like in my life for nearly a year, like until recently. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. It just sort of like fell off of my radar. I got probably distracted by some new shiny toner over here, or I wanted to switch it up or something, right? Because, you know, I am kind of trying to always discover new stuff to feature on my channel, of course. And so for some reason, this just kind of like fell to the back of my mind, and I have not used it for such a long time. So in a way, I feel like I've rediscovered it recently in the last couple of months, and nothing has changed. You know what I mean? Like, this is such a wonderful, deeply hydrating and like so plump, skin plumping. Like, I absolutely love this toner, and I'm just like here to rave about it again. So, I mean, ingredients wise, it's got some real goodies in here. We do have panthenol, that's the B5, right? And it's actually a really good ingredient for dehydrated skin. It's a nice ingredient for sensitive skin as well. But we actually have some other really interesting ingredients, including peptides. Oh yeah, we've got EGF in here, which has got some really good wound healing and skin repairing abilities. We also have matrixyl, which is a pretty famous peptide that actually can really help plump up the skin. It can actually even fight fine lines and wrinkles. And we have acetylhexapeptide 8, which we talked about before. It's the Botox peptide. This is a really nice runny hydrating texture, but it also has that slip, so it's actually like hydrating and moisturizing. It's very balancing, but it's still coming in this really light and watery, very breathable, non-sticky, non-thick type of texture. And it's just like, it's everything that my skin loves, because I crave balance, but I don't like a lot of thickness right at the beginning of my routine. And so this toner just kind of like brings both worlds together in one, in just like that perfect texture. My skin drinks this up, and this is one of those toners that can really bring a lot of calming benefits, a lot of soothing benefits, but it also just plumps it with deep hydration. Anyways, I just like, I feel like almost in a way like I'm like rediscovering it, you know? It's like when you don't listen to like one of your favorite songs for a really long time, and then it like just comes up on your playlist and you're like, oh my gosh, this song, I love this song. That's how I feel. It's like, oh my gosh, this toner, I forgot about it, but I love it so much. So another product that really made me go wow this month is the Good Molecules Pure Cold Pressed Rosehip Seed Oil. Now I gotta say it, you know, I did obtain this product from the brand. They did gift this to me in order to do a sponsored video for their Black Friday sale. I've already posted that video. That was last week. I am no longer sponsored by the brand. I'm under no obligation to ever talk about their products again. However, this product was so handy for me this month. I really feel like I want to, do a good shout out to this product and just rosehip oil in general. So rosehip as an oil is actually something I've been really wanting to try for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. So like this was the perfect opportunity to do so. And what's really kind of like sparked my interest in it is because it actually contains a high amount of vitamin A. It's a really good oil for well aging. It's got some great benefits for fighting fine lines and wrinkles. It actually helps to brighten up your skin. I'm always chasing brighter and brighter glowy skin. I'm like just really liking the texture of this, really easy to add into my routine. And I did notice that it seemed to bring a really healthy glow to my skin. I don't know if I'd say like straight up brightness right away, but there was a nice glowiness to my skin I feel like this added, which was really nice. However, the reason why this became so handy to me and why it really kind of deserves a spot in this video this month is because this helped me so much with breakouts. I had some breakouts this month. I'm just like, I was having such good skin, and then all of a sudden it all went downhill real quickly. And it was not a product, it was not irritation, it was stress. Like it was so much stress all at once. And it makes so much sense because when I'm under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress and a lot of worries, I do tend to break out into like really big inflamed lumps. And that's what happened. I got 2 of them and it was pretty bad. And of course, all that inflammation definitely means my skin is going to get hyperpigmentation. And of course, sometimes the skin breaks, right? Or sometimes those pimples will pop and then we've got like a gaping wound on the face, right? So I remember that rosehip has a really good ability, for hyperpigmentation, for brightening up the skin, but also that repairing benefit, and that's very good for scars. So I started rubbing like a little dot of rosehip onto the pimple, just a shot in the dark, right? Anything. I was trying anything, and it actually helped. Not only for where the skin was broken, it seemed like it actually helped to mend that skin up quicker, but it also seemed to help reduce some inflammation. It definitely helps the area not scar up so quickly or darken up so quickly. I think that it really kind of helps speed up the healing process. I mean, these pimples were like not wanting to go away at all. And so this was not a miracle worker by any means. It still took a while for the pimple to kind of like just play itself out, but this actually seemed to help reduce the damage to my skin because huge inflamed lumps mean huge dark marks for weeks. And this has really helped that dark mark fade a lot faster. This really helped the pimple heal up that broken skin a lot faster. Like it could just be a really ugly, kind of nasty area on my face, and it's just not. I still have some healing to do, but like this really sped up the process. And so just in that sense alone, it has just been a real ally to my skin this past month and just really kind of helping to mitigate the damage of my stress breakouts, right? So I've just been really pleased with it in that sense. And I'm really curious to see what it can do for my skin long term, particularly with the anti-aging benefits. So I actually have 2 new hair care products to share with you this month. Are you surprised? Because this is like, I've had 2 like hair care recommendations 2 months in a row, right? I have really been exploring some new hair care products, but I'm a very simplistic hair routine person. And I think you guys know this about me, especially if you've seen my hair care videos from the past. Not much has changed, I'll be honest with you. One of the things I do that's not really product related for my hair, like health and my hair care, is I don't wash it that often. I do try to go as long as possible without washing my hair to preserve the good, natural moisturizing oils on my scalp to not dry out my ends too much. I clearly have color treated hair, so I don't want to expose it to too much shampooing too often. I do want to preserve that color, definitely. Anyways, this is like a big lead up for me saying that I do occasionally have to use dry shampoo because sometimes, day 3 or 4 it gets a little greasy. And I really have in the past, dry shampoo, it's something I always have on hand because it's like one of those emergency products that is what I think is a necessary evil. Like, I do need to have some kind of oil, like hair oil absorbing product so that I can make my hair look acceptable, right, on like day 4. But they're so like yucky. Because my experience, and I don't know about you, but like my experience has been anytime I use dry shampoo, it makes my hair look better for about 4 hours, and then it actually makes it way greasier and way worse. Like, I know if I'm gonna spray dry shampoo into my hair at the beginning of the morning, I will have to come home in the evening and wash my hair because it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna feel horrible and it's gonna look worse, right? It's a very temporary effect with dry shampoo, right? Until this product. This is IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the presses. This has like absolutely shattered every like impression I've ever had of dry shampoo. Okay, I used this, and the first thing that I like noticed, I was like, hey, this actually makes my hair look amazing because it sucks up all the oil really quickly, you know, takes that greasy look out of your hair, especially at the roots, but it gave me a lot of beautiful volume, which I absolutely love. So, you know, day 4, your hair's laying pretty flat, and then it just like poofs it up. It looks gorgeous. It looks like blow dried out, and you're just like, awesome, I love this effect. But, you know, whatever, dry shampoos do usually kind of have that type of effect. But holy moly, this dry shampoo like extended my hair for 2 more days. No, I did not have to wash it after 4 hours. Like, it did not make my hair greasy. It did not. I'm like, my mind is like, I can't comprehend this because I've just never experienced this with dry shampoos before. Like, this is a rave review. It really is. I did not have to wash my hair right away. I could not believe it. This extended my wash so much. It is amazing. Such a great ally for somebody who hates washing their hair. So I had to talk about it this month because I had to. This is a real standout product, and I don't know, man, like this is probably something that I might need to just kind of always have on hand. So another hair product that made me just go like, whoa, 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 is from the Inkey list. Did you know they have hair products? I think this is pretty new. This is their Shea Oil Nourishing Hair Treatment. Sounds pretty thick, sounds pretty rich, right? Sounds like pretty oily, maybe. No, I was really very impressed by this texture. Not even impressed, but just surprised on the first use because I like shook the little bottle up and I like dropped it into my hand, and it was like super watery and really runny and very thin. And I was like, is this an oil or like what is this? Because my mind was thinking really thick, like straight up oil texture, and this is like, it almost looked like a toner. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so runny. I'm like, okay, I'm curious how this is going to play out. This doesn't look very nourishing. So I get this into my hair, and wow, it is very hard working for your hair, but it's so light. It really is the best of both worlds because it's got that right moisturization, that nourishment, that conditioning effect on your hair. It smooths it out. It softens it. It makes it really beautifully manageable, but it's so lightweight. It's not greasy. There's not a greasiness to this. You know, it just really moisturizes your hair, but it's so light. It's not heavy. I mean, I put real generous amount of this, and it's like, it doesn't really seem to build up too heavy on my hair, but I cannot stop touching my hair. Like, I have it in right now. I can't stop touching my hair because it feels so soft. It feels so silky. It feels so conditioned. It feels great. It feels really strong as well. It just feels so stinking good, and I am really liking this. And of course, we know this is going to be a really affordable product, and so I love that as well. So yeah, definitely, I've been impressed. I do have to try some of their other hair products out, but this one, I can't stop reaching for it, like, and I can't stop touching my hair because it's so wonderful, but it's just that great texture as well. And to cap off the video, I do have a product that did not make a good impression on me this month. This is a product I did not like, and I think it's good. Like, it, you know, not every month am I gonna have a product that didn't work out for me, but I think it's nice to share all the good stuff, but you know, sometimes the stuff that just didn't work out as well. Now, this is also from Good Molecules. This is the Niacinamide Brightening Toner. And before I kind of get into my little story about this, I just want to say I don't think this is a bad product. You know, there are definitely products out there that have like crap ingredients, in my opinion, right? Or really like hard to work with texture, or they smell weird or something, right? Like there's some really just like hard to get over things, right? For me and this product, it really just is not a good match for my sensitive skin. So I just kind of want to put it out there, especially if you're somebody who enjoys the product or maybe are interested in the product. I don't think this is a bad product. This is just not the product that is right for me. So this is a toner that contains niacinamide, an ingredient that I absolutely love, but very crucially important to know is that it also contains vitamin C and arbutin in pretty good amounts, right? These are not just like, oh, let's throw some arbutin in at the end, right? Like these are in pretty good amounts, and it's just way too much for my skin. It was just too aggressive for my skin. I am on tretinoin through Curology, right? So there's a good chance that it doesn't really mesh with that prescription. I have a little bit of tret face, right? So there is that chance, but I do also have very sensitive skin. I just think it was just too much for me. And this is a product I actually had to use for about 2 weeks. I was using it like every other day or something like that. It wasn't like every single day, morning and night. It was actually over a very like slow and long period of time, but it did actually end up irritating my skin, increasing dehydration, and kind of just not being great for my moisture barrier. I think it's just a little bit too aggressive for sensitive skin. That is a lot of brightening ingredients in one product, which could actually make it great for some people with less sensitive skin than mine, right? But for me, it just was not a really good match, which was actually pretty disappointing because I was kind of excited about this product. But yeah, it really hurt my skin. It really hurt my skin for a while. It was the product from the how I healed my irritation in like very quickly, that video. This was the product. So yeah, I mean, it was a shame. It was too bad. I would say if you have sensitive skin and you're interested in it, just, you know, proceed with caution. Everybody's skin is different. What works for me or doesn't work for me may not be the same case for you. And so I thought I'd mention it because I told you if I come across a product that doesn't work for me, I'm going to share it in these monthly favorite videos. This one just didn't work. So those were my favorites and not favorites from the month of November. And I am curious to know, what skincare have you been trying out in the last month that has been good or bad for you? Let me know in the comment box below. If you enjoyed the video and it was helpful for you, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I release 2 new videos every single week. Turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop and join that notification gang. I really hope you guys are healthy and safe. It is getting bad out there. I have a few family members who have been sick with COVID this month. That's part of the stress that I've been dealing with, right? So I'm just like, more than ever, just, you know, be really careful, be really safe, especially as we go into the holiday season. Stay healthy and be happy and be kind to yourself and others. You know, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video as we kick off December and the holiday season. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.